Welcome to our channel. By the end of this video, you'll discover an ancient temple 7,000 years older than the pyramids and 5,000 years older than the Stonehenge. How people without cities or farming built the world's first known temple, and how this mysterious site, buried for over 10,000 years, may hold the secret to why humanity began believing in gods. So stay till the end, because what you are about to hear will rewrite your knowledge of civilization. The discovery started in 1994 when a Kurdish shepherd named Savik Yildiz was leading his flock across a rocky hill. He noticed several stones jutting out of the ground, shaped, carved, too perfect to be natural. Curious, he reported what he saw. Soon after, archaeologist Klaus Schmidt from the German Archaeological Institute arrived at the scene. As he brushed the dirt from the stones, he realized this wasn't a random pile of rocks. It was a buried monument, carefully built by human hands thousands of years before writing or farming even existed. He had found something impossible. Excavations began in 1995, and what they uncovered changed everything. Massive T-shaped limestone pillars, standing up to 18 feet tall and weighing 16 tons, arranged in circular enclosures. Each stone was carved and placed with stunning precision. The people who built this didn't have metal tools. They were hunter-gatherers, nomads who hunted wild animals and foraged plants. And yet, somehow, they managed to carve, transport, and erect stones that would challenge even modern builders. Who were these people? And why did they build this enormous sanctuary? The pillars themselves hold the first clues. Each one is decorated with intricate carvings of animals: lions, snakes, boars, vultures, foxes, and scorpions, images bursting with life and danger. Some pillars even bear human arms, hands, and belts, suggesting that they were more than just stones. They were anthropomorphic beings, perhaps representing gods, spirits, or ancestors. And all of this was built at a time when humans hadn't even invented pottery. Imagine it, thousands of years ago, small tribes from across the plains gathered on this hill. They brought offerings, held rituals, perhaps even feasts. The massive pillars towered above them like silent guardians, the world's first cathedral under the open sky. For generations, people returned to build new enclosures, adding layer upon layer of sacred architecture. Each circle had two central pillars, facing each other, as if locked in eternal dialogue: man and God, life and death. And then around 8000 BCE, it all ended. The builders deliberately buried their masterpiece, covering it with thousands of tons of earth and stone. Why? No one knows. Perhaps it was a ritual of closure, or maybe, as the first farmers emerged nearby, the old ways were no longer needed. But that burial, whether by faith or fate, preserved Göbekli Tepe perfectly for over 10 millennia. Before this discovery, archaeologists believed civilization followed a simple pattern. First came farming, then villages, then religion and monuments. But Göbekli Tepe turned that timeline upside down. Here was a site built before farming, long before permanent settlements. It meant that belief, not agriculture, may have been the spark that led humans to gather, to organize, and to build. As Klaus Schmidt famously said, first came the temple, then the city. Religion, not survival, might have been the driving force behind the birth of civilization itself. And the story doesn't end there. With modern technology, ground-penetrating radar and LiDAR scanning, researchers have discovered that what we see today is only a fraction of Göbekli Tepe's true size. Beneath the surface lie hundreds more pillars still buried, arranged in vast patterns that stretch across the hill. So far, less than 5% of the site has been excavated. In 2018, UNESCO declared Göbekli Tepe a World Heritage Site, calling it one of the most important archaeological finds in human history. Nearby, scientists discovered traces of wild wheat, suggesting this may also be where humans first began domesticating crops. linking faith directly to the dawn of farming. But for every question answered, new mysteries appear. Who were the builders? What gods did they worship? Why did they carve animals of both prey and predator, symbols of life and death, power and fear? And most haunting of all, how did they lift and align stones weighing more than elephants, with only primitive tools?